Hey YouTube family. So today I want to talk really quick about a couple of things. One thing in particular, honestly, and that is baby formula. It is a huge shortage right now. It's talked about all over the news. Anybody you know that has a baby, they're struggling to find it. I was even looking so I could send it out to some people we know that have babies and not really finding much luck. I did find some on Amazon. I put it in my cart, and by the time I went to check out, it was no longer available, or like $100 plus, per tub or whatever it is. Now, I do know in a couple states they have put a freeze so that certain manufacturers or stores couldn't raise the prices anymore, but that's not everywhere. Anyway, so looking into the shortage a little more, I know they're like, oh, the plant was down. Oh, there was Similac had this recall, and I mean, whatever. I can't even hardly believe the news anymore. But I was doing some research, and lo and behold, the name Bill Gates came up. That should say enough in itself. And magically, right when there is a shortage, he has come up with synthetic baby formula. Let that sink in for a minute. First of all, I would not feed anybody I cared about anything that had anything to do with Bill Gates. Second of all, synthetic baby formula? That's just as bad as them wanting to get rid of all the farms, and nobody's going to be allowed to farm anymore, so they can do petri dish foods like the cricket farm down in Texas. And I'm just like, I am so beyond over these people. Please, God. So anyway, be careful, be mindful what you get for your youngins. If you're not able to breastfeed, which obviously is the best, please do your ultimate to do that if you can. But I know some people just can't for medical reasons, or there's your baby's sick, or there's a lot of reasons. And I know I actually had somebody tell me that the other day, that we were talking about the shortage, and they said, well, I don't understand why they just don't breastfeed. Well, some people can't, so get over yourself. But in reality, like, just don't try to go that synthetic route or the Bill Gates route. If you can, if you're able to, and you see some in the store, maybe buy it and give it to a mother that you know would need it. Because it's just not everywhere, and my heart goes out to these young moms and it's really frustrating and hard for them. And if you can imagine on their end, if for whatever reason they're not able to breastfeed and then they can't find food, I can't even imagine the emotion that they're feeling. The other thing I wanted to touch on real quick is, with all these massive changes that are going on, I would like to encourage everybody to start writing down skills, either that you already have or that you're learning, so that you can pass them to other friends or family members. We are getting to a point where so many things are disappearing from the shelves that you kind of need to grow it. If you're blind, if you haven't heard about the Great Reset yet, it's all over the place, and that's what they want to do. So it's up to you as an individual in your family to learn skills so that you can survive, and as I say, survive better together. But so my daughter, she gave me this journal a long time ago, and that is exactly what I use it for. I learn something or somebody teaches me something, I write it down in here. I've got all kinds of stuff in here. I've got stuff about how to kill chickens, and how to create a catfish pond, and all about heritage breeds and which ones do which. And let's see, how to make garlic honey. And I mean, you can put so many things that even if you can't use that skill right now, you can learn it and put it in your book so you have it for later. So that was just like a little basic something I wanted to touch base on. And it's good just because you have it. Like, my husband knows that if there is something I'm going to want to learn or know about, I'm going to put it in here. And he's been kind of giving me ideas too, because, you know, you don't know what's going to happen, and I need to be prepared. We need to be prepared. We all need to be prepared. So I want to encourage everybody to just start kind of documenting and keeping track. It's a really great thing for you and your family. And if you don't have to use it, that's fantastic. But, you know, I kind of wish I had my grandparents now. I remember as a small child, you know, asking my grandpa a million questions. I adored my grandfather. And I really wish I still had my grandfather here to pick his brain. He was a master at so many things. They lived way out in the country, and he grew his own food, and he chopped his wood, and he did all this stuff. And he could just fix anything, and he could do anything. And John is a fabulous man, a great husband, and he does so many things, but I know there's still skills to learn. So if you have some family members or know of anybody that's a little bit older, don't be afraid to pick their brain so that you can, you know, get some information, because you might need it one day. And even if you don't use it, you can pass it down to the next generation, make a book out of it. I don't know. There's some great things you can do with it. So, keep that in the back of your mind. Just pick one of these up. I mean, you can get journals anywhere for pretty much any price. So, baby formula, stock up, journals, get them. Anyway, have a great day, you guys.